Hi, everybody. I am so glad that you could join us today for Virtual Moon School. Today we're learning about Ostara. Ostara is one of the 8 Sabbats we celebrate in the Wiccan Wheel of the Year. It comes after Imbolc and before Beltane. At Ostara, many Wiccans focus on rebirth and new life. At Yule, we celebrated the rebirth of the sun. And now at Ostara, we celebrate the rebirth of the earth. Winter has come to an end and the earth is waking up, and spring has come at last. Many Wiccans focus their Ostara celebrations around the goddess Eostra. Eostra is a goddess of new beginnings. She brings the spring. In fact, many people actually believe that the word Ostara comes from this goddess's name. Eostra has a very special connection to hares and rabbits, as well as eggs. One of the legends about Eostra is that one spring the very first thing she saw when she arrived was a very hurt little bird who was almost completely frozen. Eostra was able to save it, but its wings had been so badly hurt that it could no longer fly. Eostra changed the bird into a hare so that it could run free and be happy. Now, because it had started off life as a bird, this little creature could still lay eggs. And to thank Eostra for saving its life, the hare decorated its eggs and gave them to her as a gift. Ostara also marks the spring equinox. During an equinox, neither of the Earth's hemispheres are leaning towards or away from the sun. And that's why during an equinox, the entire world gets the same amount of sunlight. Day and night are both equal everywhere around the world on an equinox. And with the day and night in perfect balance, many Wiccans take time to work on their own personal balance at Ostara. Achieving balance in all the parts of our life is one of the biggest goals that many Wiccans will work towards on their path. Often when we think about balance, first we think of our physical balance. Each time that we ride a bike or a scooter, cross a balance beam, jump, or even just walk, we're controlling our body and its position with our physical balance. Now, balance is not something you can find just once. It's something you have to be aware of all the time and make small adjustments to as you go. Balancing our time and our energy is just as important as keeping our body balanced. A really good place to start working on achieving balance in your life is by making sure that each day has some time for work and some time for play. Also, making sure that your body has time to be active and move around, and also that it has time to rest and relax. Not only is Ostara a time for the earth to wake up and grow, it's also a time for us to grow too. At Ostara, we can plant the things inside our hearts and our lives that we want to see grow. Do you want to become more patient? Do you want to be kinder to others? Do you want to learn something new? Maybe you want to get better at a skill. This is the perfect time to ask the goddess to help us. Some Wiccans call making these goals and working on them planting seeds of intention. Today we're going to learn a chant called Air Moves Us. As the chant plays through and repeats, see if you can join in and sing along.
Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round. Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round. Air moves us, fire transforms round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and round and round, round and round, round and round.
There are so many wonderful ways that you can celebrate Ostara with your family at home. One special way to celebrate this Sabbath is by creating an Ostara altar. Oftentimes, Ostara altars are decorated with pale or pastel spring colors, so blue and pink and yellow and green. Many Wiccans will add eggs, fresh flowers, and maybe even a hare or a rabbit to their Ostara altar. Another way to celebrate Ostara is to plant or care for a garden. You could plant vegetable seeds or fruit seeds or flower seeds or even herbs. Before you plant your seeds, you could even do a special seed blessing to help them grow. One really fun thing to do at Ostara is to color and decorate Ostara eggs. Now there's many different ways to do this. With the help of an adult, you can make your own dyes out of plants and vegetables, or you could use a kit that you buy at your local store. You can even take a white crayon and add pagan or magical symbols to your eggs before you color them with your dye. This video was created for the Texas Local Council of the Covenant of the Goddess by myself, Guinevere Penn, as part of our ongoing children's programming. In addition to the video, there are 2 free printable books for you and your families to enjoy. The first is an activity book geared at elementary age children, and the second is a reference and resource book for our families with toddlers and young preschoolers. I want to give a huge shout out of thanks to both Galen and Alhurin. The chant that we heard in today's video is called Air Moves Us, and it's by Reclaiming and available for purchase on their CD. The artwork that you see all throughout this video, as well as in the 2 free printable books, is a combination of things that either I created in Google or Illustrator, and the extremely talented artwork of Kate Hatfield Designs, which I purchased from Teachers Pay Teachers. As always, I want to encourage you guys to check out all the amazing offerings the Texas Local Council of the Covenant of the Goddess has. Our website is listed here, www.txcog.org, but we're also very active on social media. Please take a moment to like or subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram so you can keep up with all the amazing happenings. I hope that each and every one of you has a safe and blessed Ostara, and merry meet again.